is that stupid. I can literally film anything I want. You know, it's whatever. So I just decided to do a simple, coloring video again, but this is a book I haven't used before. I've colored a couple things in here. And, I recently, I went to the store and I found this in here, and it's the one with the sharpener, and I don't think they make this back anymore. And they were $5, so I was like, I'm gonna grab it. I already took some crayons out. I chose some random colors that we're gonna do today, and I've already chosen a page. Also, disclaimer, if you can hear someone in the background, I'm sorry. It's someone that I live with, and I think they're playing Dead Island right now, and they're trying to do all the secrets and stuff, and yeah. I'm just gonna talk about random stuff too. Honestly, one of my motivators to record today was the fact that today was not fun. I will say that's like the simplest way of putting it. I don't really know. It was just an amalgamation of stuff, I guess, that kind of came together and just, I don't know, I didn't like snap necessarily, but I just got to a point where I was like, yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I think it's honestly just like a culmination of things that have been happening, especially since finals week is over and stuff, and I'm trying to get set for summer and all that stuff, and there's just a lot going on with the people I live with and things like that. But now that like summer's here and I just have to wait for my next semester, I literally have no idea what I'm doing right now. I don't know. And I also, you might be able to hear it in my voice a little bit. I had to get braces for the third time. I'm not kidding. This is my third time having braces, but my second time having Invisalign. And let me tell you, I take care of my teeth. I've always had like this fear since I was a kid of like getting a sickness or an illness for my teeth or having to get teeth taken out and stuff like that because of not taking like care of it and whatnot. So, each place that I've gone, because I've been in 3 different states, every time I've gotten braces, so the first time they did my teeth pretty good, right? But then they decided to put on a permanent retainer, which most orthodontists do not recommend. Because what ended up happening is instead of keeping my teeth together and pulling in, it started pulling apart and creating new gaps. So I had to get Invisalign for my bottom teeth. And then my top retainer, because I moved, and then my top retainer stopped fitting, and I didn't know why. And it was apparently because even though I'm an adult, for some reason my I think they're called 12-year molars, the ones all the way in the back, weren't fully grown in when I got my retainer, taken. So my teeth didn't fit in anymore. And instead of, making a new one for me, they literally just cut off the ends of it. And so it basically lost its ability to retain because it didn't have anything to catch onto in the back. And recently, I started noticing, right, that my front teeth started separating again, even though I'm wearing the retainer, but it's the broken retainer. And so I went to the ortho about it, and at first I thought they were just gonna fix my top teeth, but when I came back, I have Invisalign on my top and bottom teeth now, and I'm not mad necessarily, but like come on, I'm trying so hard to take care of my teeth, and this is what I get. It's not even my fault, So that's been super, super annoying recently. so I'm gonna have to go back and tell them that I need it again. I think it has a little something to do with the way I bite down because it's on one of the molars. So, yeah. But only one's fallen off so far, so I'm not super worried about going and getting it replaced just yet. Also, sorry if the camera is shaking a little bit. I really don't have anything good to set my phone up to record with. I used to have a tripod, but I have no idea where it went. I'll probably go looking for that soon. But I could probably stabilize it somehow in the editor I use. But if I can't, sorry. I will try to find that tripod though. But, and then with my finals for school, I have this one professor, he's just been so much to handle the whole semester. I'm trying not to cuss, I don't know. I usually cuss a lot in day to day, but I don't know, I feel like, I don't know if that's what y'all want to hear in an ASMR video sometimes, you know? But, it's been, more than a week since I submitted my final, which was a paper. He still hasn't graded it, and I emailed him. I just remembered that I gotta check if he sent it back, because I emailed him and I was like, hey, I was in your, this class, and you still haven't graded my final. I just, when do you think you're gonna grade that? What I would have loved to have said is, where the hell is my final grade? Like, are you serious? But gotta be professional. That's like, what's that one song? Freak of Nature by Is it by Heart Attack Man? I think that's who it's by. They're like, you can't post that, you gotta be professional. But, yeah, I don't know, I'm just waiting on that. Also, some of these colors, I do not know if they're gonna look good together. What I decided to do was just randomly pick some, and like I already took them out and stuff like that, and just roll with the punches and see what happens. I think it'll turn out fine. I mean, look, she's already adorable. So, we'll just have to see. Oh, I like this color. I love crayons. I don't care. Crayons are like my favorite medium when it comes to art and drawing and all that, I don't know, I think it's because it brings me back to childhood, and I don't know, I try to grasp as tightly to that as I can, even though the dust is long settled in my fists at this point. But I love the smell too. I know some people do not like the smell of crayons. I absolutely love it. It is a strange smell, and in fact, I looked up what like the smell of crayons was recently, and I remember it described it as like leathery, and I totally get that now because they're made of wax or some type of wax, I know, but it's not a very like waxy smell. It's very leathery. But yeah, I went with my brother to this thrift store, which was on the tag of the box. You might be able to see it. I absolutely love them, but every time I go there, I try, because it's not just a thrift store, it's like a gaming, and like they have every magazine you can think of, board games, action figures, video games, they have hard drives for like old Xbox 360s, they have like the super old, is it McFarlane, the one that made the really tall Master Chief figures in the early 2000s? I don't know if it was McFarlane, but they have like stuff like that. And every time I go there, I always try to search for stuff from Tron, which I absolutely love, and Destiny 2, or Destiny 1, also love, or like Oblivion, which I love Oblivion so much. I haven't played the remaster, and I don't know if I'm going to, honestly. Like, it does look fun, but I have the original on a disc, and I don't know, I have a thing about physical media that I prefer. I feel like a lot of people share that same sentiment a little bit. But, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, every time I go there, I try to find Destiny 2 stuff, and they never have anything. They sometimes will have D1 on the disc, which is a very fabulous game, but I don't think it's worth it unless it's got the DLC, personally. But I was trying to find the Grimoire, I think is how it's pronounced, which is basically like kind of like these lore books, which I know you can buy them on the Bungie website, but I just want to see if I can get them for cheaper anywhere, or just find any like collector's D1 or D2 stuff. Some of the new collector Destiny 2 stuff probably won't be there, but some of the old stuff I think would. I've been playing a lot of Destiny recently, which that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me today of my bad day, bad week I should say. I play a lot of Destiny, I really do. I absolutely love that game. And I was teaching a dungeon today because of the Rite of the Nine event going on. So there's these different dungeons that are kind of reworked a little bit, and I was teaching some people so that we could try and do it on harder modes, and they just were not listening to me, to the point where I had to mute myself to try and not scream at them, because I'm patient. I try so hard to be patient, but when you don't listen and you keep messing up because you're not listening, and it's not because I'm not teaching you right. I get so mad. It makes me so mad. I try so hard to be nice, but my problem is I'm a very blunt person. So, like, I try to be nice to people that have especially never done, like, certain content in Destiny before, especially dungeons. But there's just some people that, like, I've played with before, and I know they know better, and they just act a fool, and I try not to scream, but it's very difficult. I don't know, I try to be a nice person, well, I should say, I don't find it difficult to be nice, I find it difficult to be non-blunt, because that's one of my downfalls, is that a lot of people don't like when you're blunt, and I just can't be a sugar-coaty type person. I tell you like it is, and like, I try not to be like a dick about it, but I think I come off that way sometimes, but I don't know how else to come off, because I'm not gonna lie to your face, and like I said, sugarcoat everything. I'm not gonna do that. I think it's a waste of time, and it creates more problems in the future. Which is like with the Destiny stuff, where I'll literally see your face and be like, you don't suck. You just didn't do this right because you're not listening to me. And this has been a particular problem in the past, because like the people I was playing with today are friends of mine. Like online friends, I should say. Clanmates, if you will. And I don't really have too many problems with them, but in the past when I've tried teaching people that just want to be Sherpa'd or carried, and it's like a one and done, like I'll probably never see them again after farming a dungeon a couple times, a lot of them don't want to listen to me. I don't know, I don't want to give too much away about myself sometimes. Like, I like talking about stuff about me, but I don't want to get super personal. You know? But I don't know. I've just had difficulty with randoms from LFGs and stuff like that, even though I try my best, and they're there to be taught, but they just don't. That's something I don't understand in, like, all gaming, is why do people ask to be taught stuff and then just don't listen at all? Like, when Spire of the Watcher, a different dungeon in Destiny, came out, I played That's what I was trying to think of. I absolutely love Warlords Ruin. But, excuse me. I don't know, there's just some people, I sometimes I wonder if it's like an ego thing. Like they want to instantly get stuff, like the moment you tell them how to do it, and then the second they mess up, which is not a problem with me. Like, that's the only way you're gonna learn is messing up a couple times. And if I need to re-explain the encounter, I don't mind, you know? It's how you learn. But they want to be perfect the first time, and so instead of realizing that they're in the wrong and they messed up and to ask questions and get better, they blame it on me, or they just don't listen to what I'm saying. And I don't understand. I just don't understand people like that. I don't think I ever will. Do you guys know anyone like that? I think the only people I've run into that are like that are gamers, honestly. I don't think I know any family or friends that I have that issue with necessarily. I think sometimes I have that issue, but it's more with myself than with others. I try to be respectful to other people, but some of y'all just be, y'all trying it. Y'all trying me. I don't know. I do like this light, but there's some colors that really mess with my eyes. I don't know why, but like that Windows EXE style blue color always messes with my eyes. I hate when people use that color on like their cars or signs and stuff. I don't know what it is, but my eyes, it's like, it's not that they can't interpret what color it's seeing, it's just they have like a hard time seeing it, I guess. I don't know, because I've been wondering if I have an astigmatism for a while. I mean, I already wear glasses, I'm already blind, but yeah, I've always had trouble with that dark blue color for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, that's a nice color. I was kind of worried it was going to be a little dark. Yeah, I think it's also just that color with these colors kind of makes it look a little weird. Anyway. I wonder if I should make these shoes blue. I think I'm going to make them blue like her hair. Yeah, I'm going to make them completely blue, I think. I love coloring. Like I hate that people only think of it as like a childish thing, because it honestly is so nice to just not think too hard. And like what I'm doing right now, I'm just talking to y'all about random bullshit and coloring a page for your benefit. But it is helping me as well a little bit, because I had no motivation to film, honestly, and then I had a bad day and I was like, I want to color, and then I was like, I should film it, because I need to be more consistent on here, especially because I don't have any classes this summer, and I hopefully graduate with my associates in the fall, or winter, more like, and hopefully transfer to a 4-year. I'm really hoping. The only thing I'm really a bit worried about doing this summer is getting my driver's license. I would have gotten it so much sooner, but I moved multiple times and I just had all these complications with it. But also, I think it's dumb to expect 16-year-olds to know how to drive. I'm not 16, I'm older than that, but that's what I'm saying, is that like, where I grew up, the expectation was like, you should know how to drive by the time you're 15, and my parents were like, yeah, that's stupid. But one of my siblings, they didn't get their license till they were like around my age that I am now. So I'm not too worried about it. least get my permit this summer. You know, I need to do something. I need to look more into the driving laws around here. I don't think I've looked into them as much as I should. Or not laws, but, well, yeah, laws. I'm gonna need that for the testing, but, like, what I need to do to get it, essentially. I'm trying to decide what I want for clothes. I only chose 4 colors for the clothes part. I mean, I can use the other colors I picked as well, but let's just see how it goes. I think it'll come out cute. The colors I picked go together for the most part. And I mean, her skin already looks pretty cute. Should we name her? I think we should name her. I think I asked that about a previous drawing I did, and no one commented anything, which is fine. I'm not bothered by it. But maybe eventually that other drawing will have a name. Well, I didn't draw this. You guys saw the cover at the beginning. I think this book is absolutely adorable. Some of the stuff in here is like really detailed though, so I'm kind of like waiting. Oh, the red's a little hard to see with too. Okay. Make those pink, I guess. Maybe blue. I think I'll just make them pink. Was my last video, that bubble wrap video, if you guys saw it, what'd you guys think of it? I was really nervous about posting it because I was not sure if it sounded good, like, at all. I thought it was a little too loud, maybe, or too rough, I don't know. I was really nervous about uploading that one, but I did post it to the ASMR Reddit, and a lot of people seemed to like it there. So I think I did okay. If I get more bubble wrap in the future, I'd love to make more bubble wrappy videos, but we'll see what happens. You know, and speaking of like Destiny earlier, I would love to make some ASMR gaming videos. I just don't have anything to capture any gameplay with, and I don't know how expensive they are. That's something I really would like to look into. I don't know. I play video games a lot, so I think I can make quite a few videos where I was thinking of making a controller sounds video because I play on like a normal Xbox controller, but I also own an Xbox Guitar Hero controller because I play a lot of Fortnite Festival. And it's so fun. I absolutely love it. I really need to get more of like Guitar Hero games and stuff like that. But yeah. I think that would be fun. I just have to get the means to do that. I think it would be cool to do a series of a game I haven't played yet or have barely played, because there's some games in my library that I honestly don't think I have touched since I bought or downloaded them. I think it'd be cool to show off my Destiny stuff too, because I'm not spectacular at Destiny, but I absolutely love the game. I adore that game so much. Maybe some may call it an addiction if they want. I think it says Cartomancer on one side and Haru Specs on the other, which Haru Specs was the title for that season, and Cartomancer, I think, was the triumph you got for getting all the cards. Which, of course, you know me. Well, you don't know me. But you should know that I got them all, because I'm such a collector. I absolutely love collecting stuff in video games. It is the absolute bane of my existence, is collecting things in video games. Absolutely love it. You know what's funny? This color, it's called Cadet Blue. It's gray. It is so gray. Nothing wrong with that, but it's literally gray. Some of these parts are so hard to color because they're so small. But I kind of like that. That's another thing I like with crayons. I like the out of the lines that you can get with some of it. I've kind of embraced that a lot in art in more recent years. It doesn't all have to be perfect. It literally doesn't. And I know, like, you're gonna hear that from everyone and you're not gonna believe it, but that was me at one point. It truly just doesn't matter. You can try and get it as perfect as you want. If you try to perfect it, it's never going to be perfect. Ever. Just do art. You know? Just do it. And that's kind of what held me back in the past from doing a lot of stuff, is the idea of perfection is so stupid. It's insane to expect to be perfect at absolutely everything. I'm still trying to decide what color I want to make this skirt. I'm going to make the jacket brown, though, which might be a bad choice, but no, actually I like that. I think that's fine. I kind of wish it was a little darker, but it's fine. Not super concerned. Oops. God, yeah, the blue, every time it comes on, it's like my eyes don't know what they're fucking doing. Oh, well. Yeah, whatever. One F word's not gonna make the world stop turning. But, yeah. I don't know. Just a lot going on recently. Anyone else? Because especially it's that time of year where there's a lot going on. It's interesting seeing the people I went to high school with so successful. Especially when it's people that you don't think deserve it, and I hate thinking that way, but a lot of the people I went to high school with I honestly don't believe they deserve what they're getting. Not entirely. And, like, I wish them the best, but still, I just fear for the future of everyone sometimes. And not from a political standpoint. I mean, that's part of it, but just in general, because we know life likes to screw people over. And I'm not praying for anyone's downfall or anything, but I just think there's other people that deserved the positions they have way more, you know, like that I went to school with. And it's unfortunate, that's just the way life goes, you know. Not much you can do about it. It's also, I get this like, not complex, I don't know, envy, I guess, because everyone seems so far ahead of me. But truthfully, I think that's a stupid thing that we've come up with, is that you need to have this done by, 18 and this done by 30 and just live. I don't understand. You could, like some people, you can go to college anytime you want. Would it be a little more beneficial if you did it right in high school? Probably. But if if you have no idea what you want to do out of high school, some people will say, like, oh, go to college, you'll figure it out. I don't think that's true. I don't agree with that at all. Because what happens if you go to college and then you realize you don't want to go there, and if you sunk so much money into it already, you feel obligated to go there, and then you have a degree you don't want. I also find it stupid, the idea that you need a degree to be successful, or the idea that you need a lot of money to live a fulfilling life. But at this point, that's starting to become the norm because of how much everything costs, and that people don't want to pay their workers, and then some people just don't want to work but feel entitled to things, unfortunately. I don't know, just a lot of yapping on my part, unfortunately. I think I'm going to use the cadet blue on the skulls, and then I think I'm going to make the skirt green. But she's super cute. She totally needs a name. I'm not going to color these in though, because they're going to take forever. Maybe another time, on my own time. But, I don't know. Especially, I find it interesting that the life expectancy has gone up, but people still expect you to, like, have your life figured out by the time you're 18. Or, it's a dumb thing. I also don't like the idea of extending a life expectancy because, and some people get horrified when I say this, if I don't have everything I want to get done in my life by the time I'm like 60 or 70, like, 70 is enough for me. Why would I want to live to 80, 90, or 100? Like, that's crazy. Why? You're just gonna live the last couple of years in hospice or sick or unable to walk or move correctly. And, I was gonna say something, I completely forgot. I don't know. I also don't understand people that want to live forever, either. Like, you do you, but, like, why? What's the point? And be like, oh, because I want to see how things progress in all the years, and da-da-da. It's like everyone around you is gonna die. That's my whole thing with living forever, is everyone around you is going to die. And then eventually you live this sad existence where you never die, but everything around you will perish, and everything you know goes away. It's just, I already live a sad existence now. Why would I want to extend it? Also, the idea, like, how do I put this? You're not special. None of us are. And to go around in life thinking that you deserve things, or, you're the most important person in the room, and the smartest, or, like, you're the quirkiest, da-da-da, I think is so dumb. I think it's so dumb to worry about other people for no reason. What other people think about you for no reason. I mean, like, obviously, like, when you're at work, there are certain expectations of you, how you should act around people. But I'm talking about just in life, people that just expect everything. And I know people like that, and it's just, they're so tiring to be around. God, can you imagine if those people were immortal? The worst of the worst. That's probably what's going to happen when we discover immortality. It's going to be the people that you wish were dead, living forever. God, I can't wait to get old, honestly. I know some people might think that's crazy, but I like the idea of being old. Older, I should say. Also, like, I can't wait for my hair to gray. Gray is my absolute favorite color. And I'm just waiting. So I know some people will be like, just dye your hair gray. It's not the same. It's not. Okay, I'm gonna make the jacket darker. I'm gonna get a darker brown. It's like almost the same. I didn't want to use black. I wasn't sure if that would be a good idea. Let me just color over with this and see how it looks. Actually, it is a little darker. It's just not the darkness that I want, per se. Oh, I need to get on doing another video about CDs. I had someone ask about doing more of them and making it a series, because I do have quite a few CDs. And I love music. I'd love to do that. Okay, let me get out the black. Let me put some of these away anyway as well. The lid is like making it hard to put everything back. And the blue's making it hard for me to see anything. Kind of put them back out of order, but it's whatever. I had to rearrange these in color order. It was bothering me so much. They were just randomly put in. And I don't like that at all. Sometimes they kind of get stuck to something that's not right. Oh God. Sometimes they just don't want to budge too. Jeez. Okay. I think. No. Why is the blue here? What is going on? Oh. Oh my God. Everything is out of whack right now. Nothing wants to stay. Come on. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see this right now. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Because everything wants to be where it wants to be. But that's not allowed. What happened? Oh my God, I think I'm losing it. Nothing wants to fit. I'm so confused as to what's going on right now. I think some of them are out of order now, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just lightly go over with a little black. Oh God. Actually, it'll kind of it'll look like it has texture a little bit. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, it'll look like a wool coat or something. I think that's cute. I'm going as lightly as I can. Yeah, I like that. It's cute. You're almost done, new friend. God, I wish there was a way to remove the blue from the color, the light, because it just messes with my eyes so bad. It's so strange. Like, there's a sign near my house, and when they turn it on at night, that's the color it is that color, and I can't even read what it says. It's so weird. It's such a strange color. You would think they would have just picked white for visibility, but no. They picked deep blue that you can barely see. Okay. Yay! I didn't miss any parts, I don't think. She's adorable. I love her. Oh, and I guess we're done, because this is gonna take forever to color in all of these. Yeah, I'll do that later maybe, and yeah, this video's, I think, adequate length. So thank you for stopping by and going on this journey and hearing me ramble about stuff you probably don't care about.